Oh god, such a drama queen he was. He's lying, he's not my boyfriend, he didn't give me anything. Oh please. We all know about all the gifts you took from him, and now you're saying you're not his girlfriend? Face the truth. You don't even deserve to be in the school, let alone the student council president. Guys, I swear, it's not me in this video. Eric is lying. They're just trying to frame me. It's just your word, honey. No, actually, it's your word, Patricia. And then I took out my phone from my bag and forwarded a video to everyone in the school, including the principal. Everyone gasped as they saw it and stared at Pat. But she looked so confused and just screamed, "What is it? What the heck is going on?" Suddenly, she ran down the stage and snatched a phone from a girl. Her eyes widened when she saw the video. It didn't work because you're a moron. Try harder. We need to do something big to get her butt kicked out of school. I just can't stand that brown-skinned curry girl. Yep, it was the recording from the same day they were talking about me. Luckily, I recorded it just in time. Suddenly, Pat looked at me and ran towards me like a mad bull. Thankfully, Damien got in the way and stopped her. I think I told you to stay away from her. Just then, the principal came forward and said, "I can't believe you would stoop so low to win an election, Patricia. You broke into my office and framed an innocent person. And I even have complaints against you for bullying. You're being expelled from the school, Missy. And you too, Eric." The looks on their faces were priceless. You're not the only one who can play others, Eric. I'll get you some more chicken tikka next time. Oh, but wait! You won't be here anymore. What a pity. Soon they were taken away, and I was announced the president of the student council in the absence of other competitors. Yippee! Damien ran to me and hugged me. Whoa, you did that all on your own. I'm so proud of you. Guess you don't need me after all. Yeah, I don't need you. I want you, you dummy. Now kiss me already. No, babe. I love you. I love you too, Damien.
My parents were both astronauts, so they spend most of their time in space. I grew up with my aunt, who was a space research scientist too. She was mostly busy with her work in the lab, and that left me with none other than Sarah, my childhood friend. I met her when I was 5. My aunt threw me a huge birthday party. But just as I was about to blow out the candles, another girl jumped in and spoiled my moment. "Hey, you! Why did you do that?" But she just looked at me and smirked. I got super angry and smashed her face into my cake, and a war broke out. She jumped onto me and grabbed my hair. And that's when Sarah came to my rescue. She was like an angel. She held that mean, witchy girl by her hair and swung her into the swimming pool. "You just saved my life." "Oh, she deserved it. And she did the same thing to me on my birthday." This was it. I felt like I'd found my soulmate, and that's how we became besties. We played together all day long and even went to school together. And life was pretty much fun until the 9th grade, when a new guy, Jeff, transferred into our class. Once, Sarah and I were getting some lunch in the cafeteria when she tripped over something and her food tray fell straight onto Jeff's face and clothes. All the kids in the cafeteria burst out laughing and his face went all red. And then he came charging at Sarah like a mad bull. "How dare you? Do you have a death wish, you—" "Stop! Don't you dare touch her!" I went in and pushed him aside and he fell straight to the ground on his butt. You'll have to pay for this. I'll make sure." Before he could even finish that sentence, I tossed some coins at him and said, "Will that be enough, or do you need more tips?" I took Sarah's hand and we both walked out of there. But little did I know that this was the beginning of a never-ending war. The next day, as I walked into the class, I could see Jeff with a wicked smile on his face, and I knew something was off. Just then, Sarah saw me and got off the seat. "Hey, Daisy." Suddenly, there was a loud ripping sound across the room. It was Sarah's skirt. Those evil morons put super glue all over her seat. She looked super embarrassed, and Jeff and his minions were laughing like crazy. I quickly went in and wrapped my jacket around her skirt, and then I walked towards that moron Jeff. "You did this, didn't you?" "Oh, did you see me do it? Wait, you didn't. And it's best that you don't come to me with false accusations like that, you know. I'm a very dangerous man." Just then I stomped on his feet and he yelled in pain. "Dangerous? Look at you whining like a puppy. You better remember this and stay away from my friend, or I'll—" Oh, such a deep friendship. I've got tears in my eyes. But don't you worry. I'll stay away from her 'cause now you're my target and I'll come for you next time. Just you wait and watch. I was about to punch him in the face when the teacher entered and all the kids ran back to their seats. Later, while we were walking home, Sarah told me she was worried about me. Sarah told me she was worried about me. You shouldn't mess with him. His dad is the richest man in the city. What if he... Oh, he's just a loser who's insecure about himself. So he picks on other kids. And he messed with you today. I can't let him go just like that. He's a jerk who needs to learn his lesson. But you're not. You're better than this. Let it go. I made a mess out of him in the cafeteria and he pulled a prank. Not a big deal. But before she could even finish, a car flashed past us and all the water by the roadside splashed on us. The car stopped a few steps ahead and that jerk Jeff looked back at us out of the window. Oh shoot. I told the driver to ride over you, but he missed. I guess you just earned a few more hours to live. I was so gonna kill him this time, but Sarah held me back. Why did you do that? Why didn't you let me go? 'Cause he's crazy, but you're not. You want to teach him a lesson? Use your mind, not your hands. Well, maybe she was right, but what I saw the next day at school shocked me. Jeff was leaning over at Sarah's desk like a lost puppy. Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry about yesterday. You see, you're so pretty, and I didn't want to hurt you. But that witch, Daisy, she made me do it out of anger. You forgive me, right? I really want to make it up to you. Would you go out with me tonight? OMG! He was such a jerk. I went ahead and kicked the desk and he fell to the floor. I think I told you to stay away. What are you doing here being all cheesy with her, huh? Daisy, it's okay. He was just saying sorry for what he did. Really, Sarah? You think a jerk like him can change? Why don't you ever see the bad in people? Why don't you ever see the good in people? I looked at that jerk and saw his devilish smile and almost felt like killing him. But I was so mad at Sarah now. And then she said something I had never imagined in my worst nightmare. I'm going out with him for a movie tonight, and you have to accept that. What? My best friend was siding with some jerk against me after I took her side? She was out of her mind. Fine, do what you want, but just so you know, he's a jerk. He's just playing some game here, and I've warned you. But she kept staring at me like I was some crazy person. Ugh, I stormed out of there in anger. The next couple of days, we didn't talk much. And now she would hang out with that moron most of the time. Then one day, while I was sitting in the cafeteria all alone, Jeff came there with Sarah, and his arms were wrapped around her. Guys, we have an announcement to make. Sarah and I are officially dating. What the fish? No, that can't be true. Sarah would never... Oh, Daisy, it's true. It took me some time to realize that Jeff is such a nice guy. He's super rich and super smart. And now that I know him, I'm not leaving him, ever. Saying that, she hugged him tight, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so freaking furious. I was so freaking furious. But what about me? What about us? Oh, honey, there is no us now. And don't act like we broke up or something. It was just friendship, and I can make lots of friends, you know? But guys, how often do you find such a perfect guy in your life, huh? He's not perfect. He's an evil jerk who's playing you to get back at me. Ugh, you're so full of yourself, Daisy. I really love Sarah, and I can smell the burn. You're just jealous of my beautiful girlfriend and her choice of men. Choice of men? Ew! I almost puked right then and there. I couldn't stand to see that moron even for a second more. I pushed him aside and went away. The next day at school, I was on my way to class when suddenly someone pulled me into one of the empty classrooms. Looking for me, baby? I know I'm irresistible. And the way you were looking at me yesterday, well, it's not your fault. I'm just so stupid. You're stupid and arrogant. Now let go of me before I could even finish. He started kissing me. Ugh, get away from me, you loser. I pushed him away and slapped his face. How dare you? I swear I'm gonna kill you. Whoa, easy there, baby girl. The fun has just begun. Remember, I told you I was coming for you. Well, here I am. Your friendship, your pride, and your stupid arrogance, I'm gonna take and crush them one by one. And you'll be able to do nothing at all, but just watch from a distance with tears in your eyes. Saying that, he pushed me aside and left the room. God, now I had blood on my mind. I literally wanted to crush his teeny tiny brain with my bare hands. But first, I was gonna file a complaint against him with the principal about what he did. Before I could do that though, he had already made his next move. A few minutes later, I received a message on my phone, and when I checked it, I was shocked to see our pictures together where he was kissing me, and it was captioned, "Daisy the boyfriend stealer. If you don't do as I say, I'm gonna make these pics go viral, and imagine what's gonna happen to you and your reputation next." I couldn't believe this guy. He was playing so dirty now. The next day at school, he called me and said,
"Oh, hey Daisy. You know, I'd really love for you to come to my birthday party and serve some drinks there tomorrow. It'll be an honor for someone like you to even be there."
I so wanted to punch him in the face, but then I had to teach him a lesson he'd never forget in his life. So I agreed with a smile.
There, that's my girl. That's how I want you to be in front of me, following my orders. Now get out of here.
I was keeping note of every word, and he was gonna pay big time. The next day when I reached the party, I could see Jeff standing between the girls. I went ahead and held his hand. "Happy birthday,